This was the part of family meeting that I really struggled with, the idea of giving money to the children and not having it be tied to contributions or grades or behavior.
I really thought it should be tied to contributions and how well they do their work, how much follow through, and I really struggled with that for quite a long time, so I had to let that go.
I was raised in a family that valued work and directly tied work to money. So I could buy into everything else, but this concept I wasn't on board with.
I really appreciate the fact that the kids can make their own choices on what they buy. And if they don't have their own money, then they just can't do that.
It's been great. There's a lot less stress. I have a line that I can say when they want something. I don't fear going to the grocery store because they're going to be wanting everything, and just say, hey, sure, buy it with your own money.
It gave me a talk track to have a consistent conversation around I want, I would like, or those kinds of topics, and it moved me very quickly away from those kinds of situations.
I recognized that there was so much value in having the children learn how to use money and manage their money, and it wasn't connected to the contributions. That makes the contribution so much more powerful, and the idea of money management so much more powerful.
I can't tell you how many times I've been like in the checkout line and one of the kids has said, oh, can I have this candy bar? And it's so great to say, sure, go ahead, buy it. And immediately it goes back on the shelf. And I've had so many parents look at me and be like, wow.
I love that there's such a repeatable and low-cost way to establish a kid's relationship with money.
We could be at the fair and they're like, that's $5 for one slide down that. That doesn't seem like a good value. I'm not going to do it. And I didn't even have to tell them that they couldn't ride down the slide. They made that decision on their own.
One of our children was very quick to spend his money. I mean, if he would get his money at 10 o'clock on Sunday, by 1 o'clock it was gone. And just very recently he's gotten to saving, and he's made some fairly big purchases, and I think he's really proud of the fact that he's able to now save his money and buy something of real value to him.
They ask a lot of questions around money, and those questions are really good questions. My daughter Maeve wants to do the bills. Every time I open the computer up and I say I'm doing bills, she's like, I want to do the bills. Hand them over to me, and I quickly hand them over to her, and it's amazing, to have your 8-year-old actually paying your bills.
The three of them collectively have formed a business together. They even store some of their money together. They have a separate account in the bank that they are saving their money for their pet care business. So it's even transformed beyond saving money, but now how do you operate a business?
So anybody who has hesitations around giving an allowance, I tell you, it is the most freeing part of the entire process because it just removes the conversation, and they quickly understand it and they move past that and they start to own money.